Well, hello, my friends. This is Kevin, the Homemaker husband. Once again, I'd like to say thank you for choosing to spend a few moments with us today. I'm going to show you a grocery haul. It's not a tiny grocery haul. It's not huge either. There's still a couple of things that we need to pick up for Thanksgiving. I was unable to find them this morning. So I'll show you those, and a little later in the video, there's probably a couple of other little things I'd like to talk with you about. A lot going on in the world. Lots to learn in the Bible. So, it's all good. But anyway, we'll get to that a little later on. Right now, let's take a look at what we got. So, okay, as per usual, I'm going to start on my right and work left. Now, I'll just do that and then we'll talk. So I had to pick up a jug of this. We are getting very low, and this or the Walmart brand is what we like to use. It's economical, works good. I'm not going to have a scientist tell us that our clothes are not clean. They always seem to be clean, right? So we use this. I picked these up. Michelle wanted those. She's going to make little wraps on occasion instead of sandwiches on bread. I picked up 3 of these regular ground beef. 3 of them. And I bought this. And I probably shouldn't have. Let's see if I can get that in there and show you the price. $23.52. It is a couple of nice pieces of steak. I'm happy that we're getting all of the deer meat used up, but we are getting it all used up just about in time. I've only got a couple of more roasts, and I think that's pretty well, and 3 packages of ground venison, but I'll get them used up. So 3 of these, 1 package of steak, then underneath the ground beef here, I picked these up. Now, I went to Walmart and to No Frills, and this was the only thing that I came out of No Frills with because they didn't have the other things we were looking for. So it's chicken thighs. It's pretty good. There's some nice size ones in there, and we're looking forward to eating them at some point. I'm probably going to freeze them in like 2 pieces, so 3 packages of 2. I'll vacuum seal them and freeze them. And as I said, there's those 3 packages of regular ground beef. Also, a package of these little yellow potatoes again. They are really very good. They are still considered a new potato. They don't have hardly any flesh or skin on them at all. You just give them a little scrub. I'll cut them in half at the very least. If they're a little larger like that one, would just be cut in half. If they're much larger than that, I would cut them in 3 pieces. But they are really very good. That's for Thanksgiving dinner. I picked up 2 cans of this tuna. That's the French there. And I guess this is English here. Flake light tuna in water. We always get in water. So 2 of those cloverleaf ones, and 3 of the Great Value, once again in water. I picked up this Pillsbury pie crust. We're going to make a pumpkin pie here at some point, probably Saturday or Sunday. It just depends, right? It has to be made a day before, really, but I'm not sure what day we're eating our dinner. I think on Sunday. And then 3 packages of luncheon meats, Black Forest ham, honey ham, and a package of smoked pastrami. And back there, 2 more dozen eggs. I'm plowing through the eggs right now, so probably eat 2 dozen myself in the run of a week. And then 1 of these Pillsbury flaky rolls to be made on the day we eat our Thanksgiving dinner. I got one of these, whipping cream. That would be the French there. And that's the English. 35% cream, so it should be nice stuff. It is, we've had it before, obviously. I guess I should say. Now I picked up a package of these dates as well. I've been eating these kind of for my dessert. Just one or two, or like two, maybe three after I eat my main meal. Makes a nice little dessert for me, and it works well, doesn't drive my blood sugar up. So yeah, I got a box of these Jane's battered haddock. Michelle will eat those whenever she feels like it, actually. So it's something that I can put in the oven the night before, and she can warm up the next day and get her lunch easy. Obviously she has something with it, but this is their main protein or whatever. And I've got a box of this here, Boursin cheese, cranberry and pepper. Now this has a little sugar in it, but I won't eat very much of it at a time. But it is absolutely delicious, absolutely. And Michelle wanted to try this silk. It's in coconut, but it's raspberry and strawberry flavored. Our daughter eats this all the time, and Michelle wanted to try it, so we got a small package. Over here is this, and I know without anybody telling me that this is not the best way to get electrolytes, but I can get some electrolytes out of it. So I try to have an electrolyte drink once a day anyway, and I got this too. I'm not just drinking that, I'm drinking plain water as well, and that's the reason why I got another case of water, because I'm going through a lot of it right now. I'm not drinking any pop or anything like that. So yeah, this is what we got. Oh, I forgot to show you these, and I learned a valuable lesson once again. I went to the store and picked these up, all of it obviously, but I got these too, and I think they were $12.97. Michelle told me that if she had put it in online order, they were half that. So that was an expensive mistake. I could have let them pick all this, but I don't want them picking my steak. Probably wouldn't have ordered one, right? Certain stuff I just don't want other people picking. So anyway, about a $6 mistake, lesson learned. Okay, so I don't want to complain, because obviously if I can afford to buy that steak and some of the other things we got here, we're not too bad off compared to what some people would be. But grocery shopping is getting to be very stressful. Michelle works at it very hard, spends a lot of time at it. You guys are probably getting tired of hearing me say that, but yeah, it's stressful, and it shouldn't be that stressful to go to the grocery store. And I can only imagine what some people are going through, what some people are feeling right now. Okay, my friends, I guess we're getting off close to the end of this video. It's been another short one, but I'm always thinking. I have some ideas, and I have one thing that I need to do a little more research on myself. And when I'm satisfied that I can properly share this thing I've been thinking about with you, I will do that. I don't know whether you can hear that. Right now I'm frying actually a couple of sausages for supper, and just over there, maybe I have the instant pot going. I got some steak in there. We're going to eat our supper. It's been a fairly busy couple of days. There's the typical stuff that we always have to do. Plus, I've been out to the woodlot for a few hours, and I'm going back out on Monday. I have Monday off. It's our Canadian Thanksgiving. So for those of you Canadians that are watching, I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. I do hope that you get to spend time with family, friends, or whoever you like to spend your time with. I hope that. You know, I can always talk about politics. There's a tremendous amount of scary stuff going on here in Canada. But I'm not going to talk about that. But I will say this. For those of you that are Bible-believing Christians, maybe go back into Jeremiah, the book of Jeremiah, and read chapters 7 and 8. I've been kind of studying my way through Jeremiah these last few days, and it's just been very interesting. On that note, I want to say a couple of videos ago I mentioned that Jeremiah preached, for want of a better word, for 30 years, but I was mistaken. He did that for 50 years, right? And he was forced basically to go into exile into Egypt after the Babylonians came. But anyway, read in there and see if you can find similarities with our modern society, right? And then these two verses are quite interesting, so I'm going to read you them. I just wrote them down. These verses are found in 1 Corinthians chapter 10. They're verses 6 and 11. So I'm going to read 6 first, obviously, and then 11. Paul says, "Now these things happened as examples for us, so that we would not crave evil things as they also craved." Verse 11 says, "Now these things happened to them as an example, and they were written for our instruction." So we're doing a lot of the same things as the Israelis did in Jeremiah's time. And I really truly believe that God is dropping the hammer on us here in Canada. And as I said, lots going on. I'm not really going to get into them on this video. If you're Canadian and you watch not the alphabet news, but if you have some more reliable news outlets that you watch, you know what's going on in Canada, and it's not looking pretty. So yeah, I'll just kind of leave it at that for now. But I do want to thank you for watching, if you have indeed watched this far. I want to thank you for your prayers. We definitely need them. We've had some good things that we see happening, and then there's things that are still struggles. So we do need prayer. For those of you that are praying for us, we appreciate it. And for those of you that have sent us prayer requests, know that you are being prayed for every morning at the very least. And when one of you pops into my mind at any time during the day, I pray then as well. So just know that we are very grateful to you and for you, and we're giving thanks for you this weekend. So I guess that's about it. This is Kevin, the Homemaker husband, saying God bless and bye for now.